Welcome here the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Chief Nyesom Wike.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Attorney General Minister of Justice, my dear brother, Prince Lateef Fabobi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Life Bencher, the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, my dear sister, the Chairman, Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Life Bencher. My dear brother, the Director General of this great school, Professor Issa Hayatu Chiroma, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, learned senior advocates and Life Benchers and management staff of the Nigerian Law School that are here, distinguished senators and members of the House of Representatives that are here, mandate secretaries, permanent secretaries, leaders of the various political parties that are here, the Chief of Staff, Chairman Civil Service Commission, Acting Head of Service, the management and staff of the two companies that are here, my dear brother, especially one of the gurus in journalism, Eriko, I throw a salute. Our dear mother and the women who have been giving us support, chairman of area councils, particularly the chairman of Buhari Area Council that is here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Just like the chairman of legal education has said, today is another promise made and fulfilled. Let me thank Mr. President for his continuous support for legal education in this country. Just 2 years in office, and let it be recorded, and for the doubting Thomases, let it be known that just 2 years in office of Mr. President, through his Attorney General, we have visited this Nigerian Law School campus 2 times. 2 times. In essence, you can say that every year, Mr. President has one thing to do in Nigerian Law School. This last time he came here, through the Attorney General, he came to flag off the staff quarters. And in that flagging of the staff quarters, he made a promise, looking around, that he has had information through the Attorney General that there is shortage of accommodation for students. And that is why the school is unable to accommodate the number that come out have been churned out from the various universities. And that promise he made was in December. Today, we are here to fulfill that promise that Mr. President made. That shows that when you have good leadership, there's nothing difficult in achieving results. And Mr. President has shown leadership, and let anybody say that since the inception in 1999, I know that this campus was opened in 1997. There were structures here before then. How many people have intervened directly, as Mr. President today has intervened in the Nigerian Law School? We have provided utility vehicles to the school. And I was discussing with my son, who by the grace of God was called to bar in last called to bar ceremony. And he told me that it's like they have completed the auditorium And I said, okay, now that we are providing hostels that will take almost 600 students, it will mean that they will now admit more students. He said, well, it does not necessarily follow. But I said, okay, so what will happen? He said, well, that auditorium, whether it will take everybody may not be. I said, okay, which means they require another auditorium so that they can. And so, luckily for us, I was privileged to be with Mr. President last night, and I tabled this to him. He said, go back, make sure another auditorium is built for the Nigerian Law School. Now, what does it show? And like I've always said, if we have problems and problems are channeled directly, correctly to the appropriate authority, there's no way any reasonable government or leadership will not heed to the call. Let me thank the Attorney General. And I'm not there to compare anybody, but you can see an Attorney General, just like what the Chairman of Legal Education said. How many Attorney Generals have we had that have gone out of their way to invite people to say, listen, we have a problem. You're a rich man. Come and make contribution to the Nigerian Law School. You're a rich man. Come and make contribution to the law school. It is not for him. It's not for him. And I want to say, all we are doing in the justice sector today is because of his support, because of our relationship, working together, and that's what is bringing results. He's one man that if you go to him and say, look, what do we do to see how this will be achieved? I remember the issue of digitalization of the FCT High Court was through him. He came to me and said, look, what do we do to see that FCT High Court is being digitalized? I said, what do you think we can do? He said, well, let us see whether we can get it through. And of course, it went to Mr. President. Mr. President sent it to the National Assembly for budget approval, and the National Assembly approved. As I speak to you, we're now in the process of making sure that FCT High Court they've been digitalized. That is somebody who is committed. That's somebody who means well. And I say this, that whenever you have an opportunity, he may not be Attorney General again, but today is an Attorney General. History will be on your side. Why you were Attorney General? What was your contribution? What did you do? It's not when you come to law school, you see, oh, no infrastructure, no this, no that. We agree. You, when you were there, what did you do? What did you do? Mr. Attorney General, I want to sincerely thank you for your support. And let me assure you, the 12 months is 12 months. 12 months is what? 12 months. The contractors, they are aware that we will not, no variation, no nothing. Let me commend the DG. I've never seen a lucky DG in my life. And I think that history will come to you when you leave. I have looked at the kind of infrastructure you have brought to the Nigerian Law School, not just in the main campus. When I came here last time, and I saw how, where we are coming out, the body of benches were coming out, and I asked you, is it the Nigerian Law School? He said yes. He said the building? He said yes. I said, how can this be? Okay, what do we do? He said, no. This is heaven. I should go to Yeregua and see where our children are. He was not selfish. He said, no, let's go to Yeregua. That's how we started to build that hostel and the auditorium for the Yeregua Law School. And I thank God today that has been completed. And I thank him and the American chairman who made sure that they brought campus of Nigerian Law School to Port Harcourt. And I said, look, if you give us a campus, they are assured that the Rivers State government will build it and will be the best. And to the glory of God today, he has confessed to it that that is the best. And so I want to thank all the management staff for their commitment to seeing that our children are given the proper legal education. I thank you so much. Today, I'm not the one flagging it up. It's the Honorable Attorney General. He's the supervisory ministry of the Council of Legal Education. Therefore, I invite the Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, to please do us the honor to flag off this. Thank you, and God bless you.
The Honorable Minister, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Chief. Yes, sir. Is it what? The Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Ajia Miriam Mahmood, distinguished members of the National Assembly here present, I know you are many. Forgive me if I'm unable to mention your names individually, but I don't mean any harm. If my bias goes to Senator Magnus Abe as a point of contact, I respect you all. Thank you very much. The Chairman of Council of Legal Education, I don't know whether to call you comrade or Chief Emeka Ngige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, OFR, Life Venture, indefatigable DG of Nigerian Law School, Director General, Chiroma, FCN, Life Venture, distinguished senior advocates of Nigeria here present and Life Ventures, members and staff of Federal Capital Territory staff, administration, traditional rulers, distinguished members of the FCT, members of the Fourth Estate of the REM, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is an understatement if I say I am happy, I am elated, and you can see this, it's very visible. We came here to do what we call the flag off of the construction of 36 capacity male and female hostels at this Nigerian Law School. Before I go on, Mr. Minister of Federal Capital Territory, we thank you for the gift of another auditorium. Thank you very much. One thing I know is that you don't promise what you will not do. Take it or leave it. Love him or hate him. You will know where he stands on any issue. If you approach him for a favor, if he's going to grant it, you will know immediately. It's like a CBT test. You do, oh yes, it's CBT. You do it, as soon as you finish, the result pops up. So, Mr. FCT Minister, I want to thank you. This is about the third or fourth intervention in the life of the Nigerian Law School or Council of Legal Education. We do not take this for granted at all. The President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, this is a unique opportunity to thank you. Everybody has seen what you are doing. It's not a question of just talking. Many people have come, they have talked, they didn't walk their talk. You have seen what Mr. President has been doing. Just 2 years. From 1999 to 2025. I think that's about 27 or so years. Now, within 2 years, we know what you have done through the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory. The Honorable Minister, even when you were not a Minister of Federal Capital Territory, you had been showing love and affection for the Nigerian Law School. You performed this feat in Yenagoa, later in Port Harcourt. You made it the best. Now, I have had a look at the program. I have seen the 3D of what you are going to do, and I know that it's going to be exactly the way you have promised. Agreement is agreement, and it is such that when completed, even if you bring a blind man, he will know that he is or he has arrived a serene environment. We thank you for this. Before now, you have assisted us with 6 ambulances, Elox 4, coastal buses 3. I want to assure you that we have put this to very, very good use. Then the staff quarters, now it is the students' hostel. You may be misled if you just read 30 capacity male and female hostels. In real terms, we are talking about 600 bed spaces for our students. So if you look at what has been done for the staff course, the staff, then now the students, then you will know or agree with me that you are making both teaching by the staff, the lecturers, and learning by the students very easy. We thank you very much for this. We are also very grateful to you for some other interventions that you have made. I have, under the Ministry of Justice, the Law Reform Commission. When the new chairman came on board, he came and said there was no accommodation for the Law Reform Commission. I beckoned on my brother, Nyesom Wike, and I said, see, it's not over until it is over. This is what I want you to do for another agency in my under the control of Federal Ministry of Justice. He said, what do you want? I said, I want a befitting office accommodation. He immediately called his staff and he said, go and look for a suitable place. We have located the place, and what is needed now is for him to sign off on that one, and I know he will do that. He has promised me. So I can't thank you enough. So Mr. President has been very wonderful. He has been walking his talk. When you talk of renewed hope agenda, this is renewed hope agenda, real, and real. Baba B.C. Akande, former governor of Osun State, he built a very sprawling secretariat in Oshogbo, and people said the luck that he had was that people could see or will see the structure. That if it had been tucked somewhere, maybe in the bush, they would have destroyed it by propaganda. Nyesom Wike, nobody can destroy your legacies. They are here, they are visible, and we can see it. And by extension, the legacies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I believe that my eardrums are okay. When you said you would do the auditorium, I know you love the Nigerian Law School. My name is Latif Fagbemi, and people will say Oliver Twist. I'm not Oliver Twist, except I say that by metaphoric expression, I take the garb of Oliver Twist. I will say Nigerian Law School has so many campuses. Maybe auditorium in Lagos. Think about it. Think about it. I'm not forcing you. Honorable Minister is still under the Nigerian Law School. It is. I know you have a way of connecting this. You are a very good connector. You know you will do. I know you will do something, but I'm not forcing you. Think about it. Just think about it. Thank you. Think about it. God will help you. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank the Honorable Minister and Mr. President enough. The intervention is now in the Council of Legal Education. The same thing goes when you talk of the health sector, you talk about the economic sector. The problem we have in Nigeria is like that of a man who fell into a pit latrine. He's been there for quite some time. When the rescuer came, they wanted to bring him out. Along the line, they felt a bit tired and they said, look, let's take about 2 or 3 minutes rest. And then the man said, look, the order here is not good. He's been there for years. Nobody talked about it. I think what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants or requires or deserves is commendation, not vilification. He has done enough for us. Having said this, and I can go on and on, it's unfortunate that in English language, no matter what you do, it only ends up with thank you. Mr. Infrastructure, you have done wonderfully well. Without any prompting, you talk about auditorium here. Even if I prompt you in Lagos, if I didn't, I knew that would be your next line. So, it gives me a great pleasure. I don't know where we are going to do the flag off now. Oh, yes. May I crave your indulgence to require that we now move to the place for the flag off of this monumental structure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't get the name of the other boy. But this one is Allah. A-L-A-A Asa. From Marcos. I don't know who is building male or female.
Thank you very much. This time, to the glory of God and in furtherance of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this time on in the area of Council of Education for continued learning, it is honor and privilege to do the flag up of this edifice called the 600 bed space for the Nigerian Law School. Thank you very much.